Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Friday, the first day of January 2010. Here's your law. The halacha is that on Saturday night, if you have not made Havdalah yet, then you're not supposed to eat at all. That is the halacha. When Havdalah time is approaching, you gotta just kind of clear away and make sure to do nothing. I mean, you can do other things, but no eating until you get Havdalah done. Now you're probably going to wonder that sounds weird because we all eat right before Havdalah. We have Shalosh Seudos. So the answer to that is simple. Shalosh Seudos is a mitzvah. God wants us to be doing that. Have our third meal at the end of Shabbos. And so if you're eating your Shalosh Seudos, that's totally fine. You're supposed to start your Shalosh Seudos while it's still before sunset. So it's still clearly Shabbos. God wants you to have that third meal, and then you can continue it as long as you want to continue it. If you want to keep eating until 10 o'clock at night, then you can keep eating that Shalosh Seudos meal, and then you'll have Marav and Havdalah afterwards. That's all fine, as long as it's all in the context of a mitzvah meal that God wanted you to have, i.e. Shalosh Seudos. Now, it's considered a non-mitzvah meal if you start that meal very late, and Shabbos is just about over, and then what are you doing starting a meal then? The absolute time for that, most of the rabbis set at sunset on Saturday night. Not when the stars come out, but at sunset. So if you start your Shalosh Seudos meal before sunset, and there's a small leeway there of a couple of minutes that some rabbis allow, as long as you start that meal before sunset or a couple minutes right after sunset, then you're cleared to just continue it as long as you want to, and then afterwards daven Marav and say the Havdalah, and then eat afterwards again if you want to. This only applies, that allowance to keep eating and eating because you're in the middle of a Shalosh Seudos meal, if it's a real full-fledged Shalosh Seudos meal with bread and everything. But if you're just having some cake, and you say, well, okay, I'm having a cake meal or a Cheerios meal, that doesn't count. It's only if it's a meal that was with bread. Then it's allowed to continue on. After you've benched and finished that meal, then you're supposed to ingest nothing until Havdalah. A drink of water is technically allowed, but according to the Arizal, who says it's a danger to yourself if you would drink water, everyone just feels we better not drink water because of that. So the custom has become to have nothing from the end of Shalosh Seudos until after Havdalah. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.